Probably the single best piece of advice that I've had, I'm gonna say in my entire professional career, is figure out what you really love doing. Very high probability, the reason you love it is you're probably actually good at it, and then go do it. Illumio is a little over 8 years old now. When I think back, not to the day we started the company, my co-founder and I, but to the year or two before that, when we were talking about the thing that became Illumio, what's funny is when I think back on it now with like enough hindsight that I can actually look backwards on it, we didn't spend any time talking about like, let's go start a company. We actually talked about what we both love doing. So I love cybersecurity, and I've always been fascinated by it. And I sort of love being a part of creating things and building things. So you can make an argument that starting a software company in the cyberspace would be sort of a blending of those two things together, but I think it goes back to figure out what you love. What I didn't want to do was start another cybersecurity company to try and detect the next bad thing that all of the other companies before us missed. So what Illumio did was we came at it from the opposite angle. And what we said was, imagine a world where organizations, companies, governments, recognize that they're going to be able to find and stop most bad things, but not everything. We know that when a customer uses our software successfully, their odds of having a catastrophic breach go down, and that means that everybody from my daughter on her iPad all the way through to somebody who's depositing a check on their iPhone is going to be a little bit safer as a result of what we do. The enduring change we're trying to create is to get everybody to change their security operating models such that they are willing to make the effort, the investment necessary to get to a place where, yes, I'm safe most of the time, and when I'm not, it's not a catastrophe every time. And so a lot of this came from wanting to build something that was meaningfully different, that wasn't just an iteration on everything else out there, and actually had a shot at changing the outcomes of these incidences and these breaches. We've been in desperate need of it as a community for a long time. The sort of real tangible enunciation of that was having the ability to convince General Catalyst to invest in the company. But as I got to know the rest of the firm, as I got to know the rest of the partnership, this notion of radical collaboration, of leveraging the network, it gives you access to the one thing that you're craving as an early stage company, which is information. Other people's experiences, what has worked for them and what hasn't, because you are getting up every day building a company and you have blinders on that look just like this. And so anything that opens that aperture, that gives you access to information that you don't get day in and day out, is irreplaceable. I'm not sure that you get there if you don't have that level of partnership. There is a mission. It's not just building a product and selling it. We're actually trying to make the world a little bit safer, to let our customers operate a little more safely. So the fact that GC takes the approach of looking for mission-driven companies, it's an important part of the partnership and an important part of the alignment that we have with General Catalyst. I'm glad that my day job is to participate in helping to make sort of the technology economy and the internet economy safe.